Hi, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to this channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing us table functions in DAX. So basically, what are table functions? Table functions are those functions that when we use them, they basically return a table. So you use those functions, it just returns a table as an output. So it takes as an input a table and it returns as an output a what? A table at the same time. So basically, what is the usefulness of table functions? Table functions are used together with other functions like iterators, like calculate in DAX. So let us just explore some common table functions that we have in DAX. We have filter, all except, all selected, values and related table. So when I use a filter, it returns a table that has been filtered already. So it filters the table. For example, let's assume I have a sales table. I have discounts, I have sales, and I only want sales item that were discounted, which means that the discount value is greater than 0. In that case, I'm going to be using a filter. So I'm going to use a filter, I input a table and I write the condition inside the what? Inside the filter function. Then we also have all, it returns everything in a table. So sometimes we always use all with a calculate function in DAX. We also have some other ones like all cross filtered, all except, all no blank row, all selected. In this demo, in this video, I'm going to be working together with us on filter. And what do we need to know about filter? Filter, like I said, like all other table functions, it takes in as an input a table, it returns a what? A table. But in the filter, you also need to add as an argument a new condition, a condition that you want that will determine the output. So if I want for columns that the product color is red, I'm going to put a filter, the name of the table, the condition that product color is equals to what? Red. If I want for discounted item, the filter, the table, then what? Then sales discounts greater than 0. That is going to be the condition. So that is how filter works. We also use filter very well with an iterator. Iterators like SumX, CantX, AverageX. Now we want to have a demo. What is our demo going to look like? The first question is going to be on find the total value of sum of sales for products that are discounted. Then the next question is going to be find the number of transactions or sales made that were discounted. And the third one is what is the percentage of discounted sales against all sales. So now let's go over to our Power BI desktop and implement. Let us start with find the total value of sum of sales that were discounted. So what do? We create a new measure. We just come over here and we create a new measure. And once I create a new measure, it works on it. It shows me the formula bar. I write the name of my measure and I write the expression that I want to solve. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, we are going to have a formula bar that we are going to be able to write the expression for our particular filter condition that we want to express. Okay, now we have it. So in this case, what do I want to do? I want discounted sales. So let's call it sales discounted. I'm going to use an iterator in this case, and the iterator is going to be sum x. And sum x, we can see now, it returns the sum of an expression evaluated for each row in a table. That is how an iterator works. So the first argument is a table, and the next argument is a what? Is an expression. So the table now we are going to put as a F order table, and the expression is going to be a filter. No. Pardon me. The table is going to be a filter. Then we are going to return, what do we want? We want to filter for sales that are discounted. So we have our order and F order. We have to find F order And the filter, we write the filter expression. The filter expression is going to be F order sales discounts. Let us look for discounts greater than 0. Then we close the bracket for filter. Then we continue with our expression. So what is our expression going to be? It's going to be what? F order. We are going to multiply quantity by what? By the unit price. Okay. And we close the bracket and we press enter. And that is our sales discounted. We filter greater than 0. Then we write the expression. Then we come over here to check our function, the measure that we have created. So we are going to have sales discounted added as a new measure once it is successfully created. So now we can check the box so that we can see how it works in our table. So we have our table now. So we can now see now, this is the sales discounted, the sum of sales that were discounted. So for some particular items. So what is the next question about? The next question says, find the number of transactions. So when we want to find the number of transactions, in this case, we are not going to be using sum. We are going to be using another function in DAX. So what is that going to be? Let us create a new measure now. When we create a new measure, we are going to determine, we want to find the number of transactions. So which type of count are we using? Are we using count rows, count A, count X? We are going to see that very shortly. Okay. So now we go over here. Remember, our table functions, they return what? A table. They take in what as an input? A table. So now we want to find the number of transactions. So we say transactions discounted. So it is going to be what? It is going to be count. Which type of count? We have several counts. We have the normal count, count A, count rows. So basically we want to count the rows, the old transactions. But for which one? For products that were discounted. So which means that discount rows, it accepts a table. But in this case, we are not going to be using everything in our order table. We only want to use those items in the order table that were discounted. So what do? We use a filter. Then inside this filter now, we are going to put our what? The filter, it takes in as we are going to put our table name inside F order. And we have F order. Then we put the filter condition. We already know the filter condition as F order discount greater than 0. Okay, we close our bracket for filter, we close bracket for count rows, we press enter. Then Power BI evaluates the measure. And in 1, 2, 3 seconds, it appears as under our feed list as a new measure. Once we have it, we can now check the box and we see it in our what? We see it in our table. Okay. So we have it now, transactions discounted. So we check the box. We can check the box for transaction count to compare the values. So we can now see now that we have transactions discounted 1056. The transaction count for 2014 is 1993. So we can see the discounted items are these, the actual items are these. So have answered the question about what? The second question about number of transactions. Let's go over to our question list again. What is the percentage of discounted sales against all the sales? So we need to know, this is discounted sales. We want to know the percentage of discounted sales against all the sales. That is what we want to do now. So in order to do the percentage. What do we need to do? Let us increase the size of our table first. We can remove transaction counts. We don't need it at the moment. Let us bring in our sales. We have sales already. Our sales is basically what? We have sales amount already. The sales amount is what? Let us check the box. So this is our sales amount. We can check what is the formula that was used over there. So F order sales amount, we have sales amount, which is what? And our sales amount is basically a calculated column, which I have shown in my previous video. So this is the sales amount. It is a calculated column. Okay. Then we have this now. Basically, we can now divide sales discounted against sales. So what do we use? We use our friendly function and we just use divide. We use divide, sales discounted all over sales, the actual sales that was made. Okay, so we create a new measure. We have our formula bar, we write the name of the measure, we write the expression, we press enter, and we have a new measure. Okay, so we call it percentage discount. Okay, equals to what? Percentage discount is equals to divide. And we have sales discounted, comma, and what's the actual sales? Close the brackets, enter. And in 1, 2, 3 seconds, we are going to have the new measure that we created over here now, percentage discount. And we check the box. We want to see the results in our table. Okay. And we can apply a format since it is a percentage. We want it to show as a percentage. We check the box. We apply format to change it to a percentage. We remove transaction counts, we create more space. And we have it now. So this is the percentage discount for 2014, for 2015, for 2016, and for 2017. We can also do something similar for transaction, which means that we divide transaction discounted all over the total number of transactions. And that is all about table functions. So basically we use table functions with other types of function like SUMX, we use it with calculate. The basic thing you need to know about table function is it takes in a table as an input and it outputs what? A table also. So it doesn't stand alone. We use it basically with other types of function. In this video, I've demonstrated how to use it with what? With filter. We can also use it with all except, all selected value, and the likes. In my upcoming video, I'm going to be showing us how to use it with other types of what? Other types of functions. So kindly like my video, subscribe, and if you have any comments, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.